I think since I started the Born This Way Foundation with my mother, this conversation around mental health has changed in so much as that we're having the conversation. Before, it was something that was very hard to talk about. There was a huge stigma around it. And now it seems that people are more open to discussing it and realizing that, especially the state of the world that we're in, it's so important that we all have an understanding of the importance of our mental health. And what I would say right now to anyone watching is it's okay to check in with yourself and ask yourself how your head is doing, how you're feeling. And if life feels too fast paced or you need to slow down, it's okay to acknowledge that and take care of you. It's definitely different during a global pandemic to make art and release music. We have to follow a lot of precautions and we have to work together in a different way. But I think what's really special is the way in which we do come together and the way in which we all make this work and commit to each other. We obviously all love art, we all love music, or we wouldn't be here. So I often say this, but I think during COVID-19, while there's been tremendous suffering, there's also been tremendous bravery. And I wish to acknowledge that among my team and say thank you to everybody that's here for making this show possible and making jazz accessible to the world during this time. Jazz music comes from pain, and the world is feeling a lot of pain, and I hope that we brought some joy out of that pain for everybody tonight. And in terms of fashion, I would say that there's nothing that is the limit, because when it comes to jazz music is limitless in terms of the figures of chords, the way that music is structured. It's the most liberated music of all musics to me. And I I'm inspired mostly by family, and my sister made the costumes that I wear during the show tonight. And she has watched me be a jazz singer since I was in my early preteen years as an 11 and 12-year-old. So she knows how to make something for me that feels authentic to who I truly am. So I guess what I would say is when we think about clothing in terms of jazz, we think about authenticity. We don't think about an idea. And while during the 20s there was jazz, jazz lived far beyond the 20s, like right now in 2021. And we think this is jazz too. This is his last album, and he's been my musical companion. He is an absolute legend. His legacy is unprecedented. And the fact that he shared his talent with me and let me just simply be there while his light shined on me, I am forever grateful.